Body shots in the house. Bring it on.
What's up, boy?
How you doing, soldier?
Oh, man, I'm on the battlefield.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you done put Barry Soweto on trial tonight.
We got Barry on trial, don't we?
Hey, Barry Soweto is put in the justice scales of my yacht. Boy, he been found one.
Mm.
Okay, we're just going to take up your time. I don't want to belabor the time because I think so many points have been made. Man, okay. Dr. Kamal Cambone said that the capacity of the white man to do evil is not in his past, but in his future.
Say that again.
The capacity for this white man to do evil is not in his past, but it's in his future.
Mm.
So we must set that up as the posture to understand who Barry Soweto really is. Okay? So these crackers from the Committee of 300 to build the Birds of the Trilado, whatever you want to call it, Club of Rome, they sat around and they said, how are we going to stop these Africans from developing a new world order? And they said, hey, we'll come up with a new world order by the same old folks and take their new world order. So this is how they're going to take it from black man and black woman. The New World Order, according to the white man, is nothing more than the consolidation, the complete consolidation of land, labor, and resources.
Mm.
Okay? To preface this, we have to go back to Dr. Amos Wilson. He said, you think that you're doing all right. He said, you think you're free because you have the freedom to go to the club. You have the freedom to go out and ask the white man for a job. You have the freedom to go and get hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for execution from the white man. He said, that's not freedom. He said, you keep playing these silly games, talking about dreams of holding white hands with white boys and white girls. He said, I'm telling you this right now. Integration can only last during economic boom. Integration can only last during economic boom. So in their consolidation of the world's land, labor, and resources, they have to de-industrialize America. Now, in America, in order to do this, they had to give you a token, black man and black woman. So at the point where you were going to be put at your lowest, you would feel that you were at your highest.
Mm. Dang.
We have yet to understand that racism, white supremacy only loosens up to get a tighter grip. They loosened up and gave you Barry Soweto. All the while, I think Malcolm X Grassroots just published a report in July that said in America, a black person is killed every 40 hours by the state. Every 40 hours, a black life is taken by the state. So our situation is getting worse and worse, but because they gave you Barry Soweto, it has lulled you to sleep. And what is this? They have made him an icon of pseudo-nationalism. He has become the icon of pseudo-black nationalism.
Dang.
When we as conscious people approach people, Negroes, and we say something negative or which is true, but when we say something against Barry Soweto, they immediately get on the defensive. That's a form of nationalism. They immediately identify with the color of his skin.
Mm.
And that has become a form of pseudo-nationalism. Whereas, at the same time, they will hate irritated James. When the love and the aspiration and the devotion and the loyalty and the willingness to put up a fight should be for the irritated Jamie, should be for those strong black brothers and sisters that's out here trying to get our people free. No, they have set up your nationalism in the form of Barack Obama. Now, who is he? We talk about Hurricane Katrina. This battle was in Russia, running for the Council on Foreign Relations. Michelle Obama was one of the leaders on the board of directors of the Council on Foreign Relations in Chicago. He comes back. They set him up. They're preparing him. Okay, that was Hurricane Katrina. All right, then we move back. He became the keynote speaker in 2004 of the Democratic National Convention. He was a nobody. You don't just walk up out of nowhere and be the keynote speaker at the Democratic National Convention. And let's fast forward 4 years before that. In 2000, where was Barack Obama in 2000? Washington Post released his statement to his family as he was on the airplane to the Democratic National Convention where he was the keynote speaker. He said, I hope it don't turn out like it did the last time. Well, how did it turn out in 2000? 2000, he gets on a plane. He goes out to Los Angeles. The Democratic National Convention was being held at the Staples Center. He gets off the plane, goes to Hertz. His credit card gets declined. He ends up finding his way. He don't even have the political clout. Don't nobody even recognize this clown. He can't even get a full pass to get into the Democratic National Convention. And this is only 4 years before he became a keynote speaker. He had to watch the Democratic National Convention in 2000 outside on the corner like every other Joe Schmo watching the Jumbotron. So what I'm telling you, Black Fang, is that he has been given as a way, as they pull the carpet from under your feet, these Tea Partiers and these neocons, and neocon is a nice way of saying a Jew, a small hat, they're saying the government's too big. Well, 85% of all blacks in America either work directly for the government or indirectly. So when these crackers is telling you that the government is too big, they're telling you they're getting ready to fire you. So as they do this, they knew that a righteous movement was coming because Garvey came during a time of depression. All of our powerful leaders came at a time when we were at our weakest. So at the point where they're destroying us and got us at our lowest point, they give you a little token. Here's your blackface card. So that's all I gotta say about Barry Soweto, man.
Bruh, that's all we look. That what you just said sums it up in a nutshell. Bro. I don't think it could be summed up any better. He's a nobody, just like the brother was saying earlier, who's being promoted by some somebodies who are trying to exterminate our people and make our condition worse. While they consolidate in power, they're destroying us with an illusion that no serious activist of the black community should ever fall for. And if you did fall for it, you should feel bad about it and at least at this point be man or woman enough to stand up, apologize to those serious people who you had conflicts with because they didn't fall for it, and let's get back in and start working, brother.
All right, brother. I enjoyed this real, man.
Same as here, brother. And as always, you brought the fire. We appreciate. Keep hitting them with them body shots. Next month, we'll get back on air, and we'll be doing another show on Zionism. So we appreciate you. And actually, this show was really on Zionism because that's what this all boils down to. Love you. Appreciate you. We see you on the battlefield, soldier.
BB48.
BB48.